Hello and welcome to part 2 of legal aspects to consider when buying a property, and here we are with CA Ramachandra Hegde. Hello sir.
Hello. Thank you.
So Mrs. Sangeeta Nayak wants to know what are the documents that the buyer needs to consider before buying a particular property.
Generally, buyer should get all the original title deeds of the property. Generally, property consists of maybe agricultural property and non-agricultural property. In non-agricultural property, conversion order is a must. For example, if you want to buy commercial property, the property should be converted for the commercial usage. Similarly, residential property it is converted for residential purpose. Then he should enter into proper agreement for sale. Before entering into agreement for sale, he should see whether the original documents are held with the builder or he has taken any project loan, etc.
Okay.
If he has taken project loan, buyer should take a NOC from that bank. So that is very important. Then it is safe to mention in agreement for sale, for example, if he is going to buy along with the flat or commercial some parking slot, you should mention, even attach the parking slot sketch, so that future there will not be any confusion. So, and apart from that, you should do proper due diligence of all the legal aspects.
Okay, and when we go to buy a flat, what are the other documents that we might end up having?
We should see the even deed of declaration. Deed of declaration consists of all the details of flat, in the sense areas and parking detail, what are the amenities they are going to give, and what kind of, for example, tiles they are going to lay, and what say bathroom fittings or electrical fitting, etc., and common facility like swimming pool, etc., etc. No, that all will be mentioned in deed of declaration. So one buyer should go through entire deed of declaration very carefully. Apart from deed of declaration, generally he should see whether the project where he is going to buy is a builder as having absolute right or he is having JD agreement with the landowner. If he has, then he has to go through, if it is a JD agreement, he should go through all the joint development agreement points. In the joint development agreement, it will be clearly mentioned what is the owner's share and what is the builder's share. So he should see who is having right to sell, etc. So in case of joint development properties, he should go through JD agreement. Otherwise, before buying any flat, buyer should go through in thoroughly deed of declaration.
Okay, sir. Now, what are the risks involved if a buyer moves into a property without the OC?
Without OC?
Yes.
No OC means it is a high risk.
Okay.
Because for example, if you are going to buy one ready completed flat, and if it doesn't have OC means the title is not very clear. Generally, if there is any violation in the plan and completion thing, generally they will not give the OC.
Okay.
If you are not having OC, then you won't get power connection, sometimes even water, etc. So even after few years, if you want to sell the property, then the property will not fetch actual market value. So OC is like very important document. OC full form is the occupancy certificate. That is very, very important document, even to obtain the khata, etc. No, that is a very important.
So have you come across such cases, sir, wherein the buyers were actually in a fix because the OC was not given?
Yeah, generally that's why people will go to a reputed builder to buy the flat.
Okay.
For example, recently you might have read in a newspaper that one Noida-based builder, he has done construction of 2 towers and there is some violation. So Supreme Court has ordered to demolish that tower in
Right.
Noida. And the same builder now has some defaulted bank payment. So now more than 25,000 buyers are in trouble. So that's why we should be very careful while selecting even the builder.
So it's always wise enough to go and consult a lawyer and an expert in the field.
Yeah, that is very important, very important.
Yes. And so we have a question coming from Vaibhav, who is in Mangalore. He says that the project is not complete, but the builder is saying him to pay the remaining amount and take the possession. Otherwise, he will cancel the booking of the flat. So when one faces such an issue, what can be done?
Generally, builder can't force. In case if you force it, even buyer can write to RERA.
Okay.
And even he can take the legal guidance for that.
So if we have to approach RERA, how would we go about
No,
it?
that is we can write online also.
Okay.
In RERA site we can mention, and even each builder will upload his document project wise in RERA site. Even before buying also, buyer should see whether the project is RERA approved. There is a RERA number will be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yes.
Now it is very transparent.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
It was nice listening to CA Ramachandra Hegde, and I'm sure if the viewers have any questions, please write to us and get connected to us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.